will fuse with the essence of this universe, while another part leaves it behind forever. Do you understand what I mean? This one final leap will change this universe forever, even as you leave it behind. Unknowingly, you just answered your own questions. For who creates things but creators? That is what they have been named throughout the endless circle of time. Are they one or many? Human or alien? Terrestrial or celestial? One day, you might even meet the creators. But not this day. As for the why, so that you could ask that very question, so that you could stand before me for time immemorial and delve into the mysteries of the unending cosmos. An example might help. If your colleagues in Constellation also choose to be reborn, for instance, then their spirit of discovery will spread across this universe. More people will start looking up at the night sky and wonder, what's out there? Walk into the gate of light, and you... But that isn't your only potential destiny. You could turn around, walk away from the Unity until the stars fade away, and you will wake up on your ship, in your universe. You could live out the life you have. I've enjoyed speaking to you once again. All of you. Every version that is here in the Unity right now. Go out into the stars. As you consider stepping towards infinity, I offer you a glimpse into what will happen to the universe you may be leaving, as the essence of who you are is spread throughout space and time. Although you leave this universe behind, a new universe awaits you. Who will you be in this one? What choices will you make? Your work with UC Systef against the Crimson Fleet is a triumph of law over greed. The UC establishes greater security throughout the settled systems. Travelers throughout the stars will be safer. The Hunter is reborn once again. His ethic of expediency and individual will spreads throughout the universe he leaves behind. Many will find the courage to rise and seize power from those who have it, for good or ill. The Constellation membership who stays behind will, in time, publish their data about the discovery of the artifacts, Starborn, and the Unity. Space exploration across the settled systems is given new life as people search for hope out there in the stars. Ron Hope's downfall proves once again that the Free Star Rangers put justice above petty power plays and politics. A sense of commitment to the common good grows throughout the Free Star Collective. Acts of heroism and noble sacrifice increase.
I think I did a lot of... I went to the bathroom. What the fuck happened? Okay, so... if you've ever seen The Good Place, it's kind of that concept of whatever life you lived, whenever you're finally done with all of your lives, or at least you're leaving this universe, the essence of who you were re-enters the universe based off of what you experienced in your life. So it looks like I did a lot of good things, so a lot of good things will be left behind in this universe. And now it is time to step into the infinite. And part of me will be gone forever, but a new part of me will join, and I'll become the Starborn. Well, I'm glad you think it's cool, because, I mean, it is based off of philosophy, and there's no proof that doesn't happen. Yes and no. Full disclosure, I've never played the game before this current playthrough that I'm streaming, so I'm on as much of an adventure as you are. The only reason I could explain that to you was because it was explained to me. I did not have that on my own. I like to think I have some intellect. Not that much, but some. Okay, so I guess that is the end of the game. I'm gonna have a smoke, but be sure to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. They all have different things. Twitter I usually use to boost my Twitch, so that'll let you know when I go live if you don't get the Twitch notifications. TikTok is a different entertainment that I do. For TikTok, I make music, and I haven't in a few weeks because my friends have been working on a video game, but now that they're done working on that game, which I haven't, this is all pre-alpha, so I haven't even tested it yet. But now that they're done working on the game, we're going to continue working on some original music, which you'll hear the... I play bass and guitar. This is my touring bass, but you'll see me play it on the TikToks. And then I have a Mexican Stratocaster as well. Oh, sorry. I guess while we're in the nerd culture, I should do some music nerd shit. Yeah, I got the Mexican Fender Precision, and I have the Mexican Stratocaster. The Mexican versions are known for using rosewood instead of maple, and I like a darker sound. It's also cheaper, so, you know, if people want to hit you with that too, but I have played on maple, and it's not bad. It's very good wood. Heh. I like guitar, but still. Yeah, no, I really like Fender, so I got the matching parts, but as far as people were like, oh, brand whore, the guitar strings have a unique way of unwinding themselves on the Strat. The tuning is inconsistent, so like if you're looking to get, but those would be some legitimate criticisms of the Stratocaster. The pros though, it sounds awesome. Very classic sound. But it can still fit in with the modern stuff, though. If you're wanting to really sound modern, I'd probably recommend the Gibson route or maybe a different. But I like the classic swing. And then P-bass is just funky. And then I have a keyboard. I just have to get a new power supply, but I'll do that when I can afford to. Right now I'm saving up to move in with my girlfriend, so a lot of things going on at once. Oh, and then, sorry, covers, because I forgot that's the new project that we're doing as well. When we do finally hop in studio for covers of songs, I'm having a few of my friends besides me sing on those so that we can kind of cover a lot more different types of sounds instead of being stuck in one genre, because I usually sing within more of a poppy and punk sound, sometimes a bit of country, but a lot of my friends, one, can take female vocals, so that's nice, and then two, can pull us into other genres. So if there's something that anyone out there is looking to hear, what's the game about? The game that my friends made, or Starfield? I can start with Starfield. It's basically running around collecting artifacts, trying to get to the infinite, meanwhile dealing with different social political issues that people have from planet to planet, galaxy to galaxy, and then some of it just comes across the United Colonies of galaxies, which is an insane level of bureaucracy, but I think this game did as good of a job as you can do with the technology that we have. The game that my friends made is probably just going to be a simple platformer, because you don't really get into all the crazy stuff like having a story and all that until you've kind of developed more advanced characteristics of gameplay and level design and stuff. Yeah, I know they said they wanted me to test and see, like, as far as kind of going into, like, how to make it better and stuff. We were gonna have, like, a full-length conversation on that, but honestly, when the team's so small, like 2 to 5 people, I don't think I can push them as hard as they want me to, because I used to work for, what do you call it, quality testing for a major AAA developer, which are AAA now, but I live in North Texas, so it used to be, it wasn't a bad place, but it was like a smaller building amongst office buildings. So you'd run in there, they'd hand you an Xbox controller or whatever, usually Xbox because it goes for PC as well, but sometimes they wanted to see if it still felt right on other controllers. And then you just play what they would end up releasing 2 to 3 years later. I've gotten really good at talking around those non-disclosure agreements. But yeah, it's just like, so whenever they want me to hold them to that standard, it's like, no, because you're not competing with things like Call of Duty or... Yeah, I did, but the 2 games that I tested were supposed to really kick off and then be something to be like, hey, there's my name up there, and then they both bombed. It's like... That's modern gaming for you, though. Yeah, one of them was a launch title for the PlayStation 5. And it was supposed to be so big, they hyped it. They're like, we made it on the list. We made it on the list. There is not that many games on that list. There's like 5 at launch, as far as AAA goes. So much PR for it, too. And I remember playing it back, like, about 6 months before it launched, just thinking, this isn't ready. And they're like, man, because what they wanted me to test on that one was just not combat, not story, not like traversing major levels, but his basic movements fluid enough to be at next gen level. And my answer was still no. I was like, you got 6 months and this is the issue that we're on. Yeah. So there were two things that I did. One of them was just traversing levels that didn't exist. So like I'm looking at like checkerboards and stuff, just running around, seeing if like does the adventuring portion feel fun? But in the concept of could it feel fun with the way the character handles, kind of like that's a more fun thing to test when there's driving. When it's just what's in every single video game is like go walk around for a little bit. When you say that's not looking good, that's a bad sign. 6 months from release. Because when the company makes the promise with Sony, like there is no delay. Because Sony's not pushing their launch back. Because they can't. I mean, they probably could now. Yeah. Day one patches are a beautiful thing. But I mean, no one even talks about the game now. So it's... The thing is, since I worked on it, I never bought it. So I'm also part of the reason why it failed, because it's just like, yeah, it wasn't fun when I tested it. I can't say that. My friends might know the two games that I worked on that were the big ones, but God, the first one was really fun, and I played the thing that killed it regularly. I was like, it's not even the same type of game. They just had similar aesthetic. That's not fair. But that was different because like numbers were starting to look good, and then 2 months later the larger title dropped, and he was like, "Ow." You know, I knew the credits were going to be long because like this is Galaxy's worth. Hey, well, I appreciate you popping in. I appreciate the follow, and the VOD will be up in case there's anything past the credits. But yeah, go ahead and get your sleep, and I will see you in the next game.
Oh, that's when things were spiraling. Oh, that's such a...
In that case, since I think I'm free for a second, and if there's nothing post credits, let's smoke. Come back, see what's here. Bye. Quantum physics meets metaphysic philosophy. Yeah.
So, we met some lady who is a reading teacher. She was trying to explain to Dorian because she was upset that he wasn't agreeing with her on whatever. And even told her that you had read it too and thought it was boring. So if your little friends are out there, did you or did you not like Great Cats?
Oh, come on. It's not even...
She says it's one of the best books ever written.
Wait,
Mind you, she's a teacher, a reading teacher, 7th, 8th, and 9th grade.
she knows as an adult, like, you can go, even libraries, but Barnes and Nobles also exist, and, like, there are other authors who have written things that would become classics, there are also other classic authors, right? For example, the Divine Comedy is fucking interesting for 3 bookstores. To the point where people know them by their, like, individual sections as opposed to the name of the overall series.
Okay.
Inferno Purgatory is very expensive. What else would be a classic?
Slaughterhouse Mode.
Well, also, it's so vain and it has no good moral to it, so it's just like, it's vanity with a tragedy at the end that serves no purpose. It's just like, okay, if that's your form of entertainment, it's fine. But like, for me, that's anticlimactic. Like, I didn't learn anything. It's like, oh, well, you know, maybe we shouldn't keep that many secrets. Like, yeah, maybe I should have a mistress and then shoot the guy that sleeps with my wife. Like,
Hey, you're doing that one last chance.
there's a whole scene where like they describe the tension by mentioning. There's a scene where they have they're mentioning time passing as well as high tension by like describing ice melting in a room. And I was like, okay,
What was the relevance?
And hey, let me tell you, let me tell him this. He's talking to a teacher, and she thinks the way she votes is going to affect what the United States does military-wise.
oof.
I know! You see?
You just
Also
opened a
careful, like,
fucking
the
can of worms. Why would you do that? Damn it, but that excites him. You don't do that, son.
But it's true.
Oh my god. And she says so many other things. When I was sitting there listening to her, I was like, oh my god, do
Don't
not
listen.
go home and tell your brother.
She was
That
a
will
nice
excite
lady.
him.
She was a nice lady, but it was somebody who believed in the puppet show. It was a person that believed in the puppet show.
I'm looking.
It's working. Remember, it's puppet show. But she heard of research, and I was like, you still believe in that? And because,
She says, go to Leviticus. Go look
Wait.
at Leviticus and see if they don't talk about homosexuality.
no, that's what we're talking
And
about.
I'm like,
Mom, once again, 5th time, the microphone is picking you up.
oh sorry. I
Go outside.
got some mini